Live from Studio 6B in the Fimple Recreational Center for the Fashionably Exasperated, it's Pran Funkels Live. And now, join us for lots of prank phone calls.
Pran Funkels Live. How you doing, folks? There's your first throat clearing of the night. I don't see anybody in the chat, but I'm not sure how accurate this broadcast window is. I'm getting some interference, which is odd because I've never had this happen before with this headset anyway, but I'm curious as to whether you are hearing that. I think a good way to do that is check the feed. I'm getting some interference, which is odd because I've never had this happen before with this headset anyway, but it sounds like you can hear it. I'm curious as let me try something here. Bear with me. Okay, did that get rid of it? Let me try something here. Let's check the feed again. Bear with me. Okay, did that get rid of it? Let me try something here. Okay. Now it just sounds like... Now I sound like shit on the feed. I'm trying to fast forward here. Okay, did that get rid of it? Let me try something here. Okay. Now it just sounds like... Now I sound like shit on the feed. Okay, well, there's a delay. Alright, sorry folks, that was confusing sounding, I'm sure. And we're off to a great start. It's interesting that interference just like started happening right before I started the stream. I'm plugged into the same outlet that I always am. The connector to the computer is kind of warm. Maybe it's going bad or something. And it seems like when I unplug it and run off of my battery, I don't get the buzzing sound. So now warm. Maybe it's going bad or something. And it seems like when I unplug it you guys you can hear that, right? In the chat, because I'm not sure if I'm just hearing it in these headphones or if it's being broadcast that way. Anybody in the chat there? It's gone now? Okay. BB says it's gone. And I'm gonna check again here. Okay. Anybody in the chat there? It's gone now? Okay. BB says it's... Alright, sorry folks. Sounds like it is in fact gone. Is it back now? No? Okay. BB says no? Okay. BB says it's... Alright, sorry folks. Sounds like it is in fact gone. What? Is it back now? No. Why is it every time I... BB says... Something's up here. Why did... Every time I check the feed, it, like, comes back. Or every other time, something like that. No. Why is it every time I... BB says... Ah, boy. Something's up here. Why did... Every time I check the feed... Alright, is it gone now? BB, how's the signal now? I'm tired of checking the feed. Okay. I'll tell you what, there's one thing that I want to try. But while I'm doing that, listen to this. Okay. Now, is there buzzing going on at this point? I guess I'll check the feed. This is a very interesting episode of Pran Funkels so far. Lots of great calls. Now, is there buzzing going on at this point? I guess I'll check the feed. This is a very interesting episode of Pran Funkels so far. Lots of great calls. Alright. Well, I'm guessing that if I just leave it unplugged and let my battery slowly drain, we'll be okay. Just please let me know in the chat if there's any audio problems. Welcome to the show, folks. Why does this have to... You know, Kira has talked a lot about disliking the studio broadcast window on YouTube, and I have to say I'm not a big fan either. Anyway, welcome to the show. Pran Funkels, live. It's a solo show, unless Patrick decides to join, but I'm guessing he conked out. I just realized I forgot to load something up that I was going to talk about, so I'm going to do that now, live on the air, taking a drink of my moose. Sorry for the microphone adjusting. That, obviously, I'm getting started a little late tonight. You might have heard last week, if you listened, that toward the end of, that pretty much, I don't know how long it went on, but toward the end of the show, there was major glitching that occurred. It almost seems like every time I do a show from Richard's garage now, it's gonna fuck up. But this one, in this case at least, it was around the end when I'd been up for way too long and it was daylight out, and I don't think any decent calls happened that were missed due to glitching out, skipping, or whatever it was. But there were some good calls during the show that involved Richard snoring, so that was fun. A surprisingly fun episode to listen back to. I didn't remember a lot of it. It was a long day for me, and I had consumed some beers, and combine those two things, sleep deprivation with just a few beers, and the result is me not remembering most of it. So that makes it more fun to listen back to a show that I mostly don't remember doing. I usually remember, the brush stroke, just the general idea of what happened, or I have a feeling, but and even if I'm, the shows I've done sober or close to it, still, there's like a mode that I get into, and it's weird. I don't remember many details, so I listen back and I'm surprised by things. Anyway, there was a good grandpa call and a 16-ounce shake call. Okay, well, I'm still loading something up here. So I ate part of a gummy. I'm a little high, and I started drinking. Started drinking a moose. Oh, man, it's loading very slowly. Oh boy. Oh, what I was gonna say though is I think the problem was not necessarily the internet connection last week. I think it was my computer, and I'm hoping um, that because I freed up a lot of space on the hard drive, I didn't realize how full the hard drive was, but I freed up a ton of space. Um, that actually took some time away from my time to do the show, unfortunately, but I was kind of hoping that that was the problem. Maybe not hoping, but I should say pretty sure. Uh, so hopefully that doesn't happen tonight. I don't think it will. Now, I'm trying to find this clip. I realized there was one clip I forgot to get ready for the show. Is this it? That seemed loud. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit. That was not what I was looking for. No, that's not it either. Let's see. Is this it? Well, that's not what I was looking for. This has got to be on here somewhere. Maybe this is it. No, that's not it. Huh. Well, I don't want to go through every single one of these trying to find it. Let's see. I'm just double checking here. This isn't. Surely this isn't it. No, no, that's not it. Well, I guess I'm going to have to resort to the SNES version. I wanted you all to hear the arcade version. I have a special announcement, but I have to get just the right clip ready, which I don't have ready. This is probably it. Okay, so the special announcement, you may have heard that, or seen that Kira desperately needs a new computer. So we set aside a special fund in the Pran Funkels donations department for Kira to get a new computer. And the announcement is We met our goal! Hooray! Let's see, where's the... You know, if you're gonna make a playlist of songs from a video game on YouTube, go ahead and put all the short ones, just put them all together. Put them all at the end or at the beginning. Don't just kind of mix them in. That makes it hard for me to do my goddamn show, you know? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, hooray! Yep, good news. Cigarette juice. That's in addition to the good news that I laid out last week. I'm still celebrating that. We were celebrating last week on the show, but I'm still celebrating leaving that fucking job that I fucking hated. I wish I hadn't closed that out. I would like to play that again. Well, let's see. I can play this.
Another one drinks some moose. Oh yeah. Another one drinks some moose. And it won't
be long till another one's gone. Another one drinks a moose. Oh yeah. Alright, well folks, my batteries is draining. Did the buzzing come back? Let's check the feed. Slowly drain. Till another one's gone. Another one drinks a moose. Is draining. Did the buzzing come back? Let's check the feed. Slowly drain. Till another Alright. BB, anybody in the chat? What's the buzzing situation? Is it buzzing? Didn't sound like it was, but it's starting to become one of those confusing things for me again. Alright, well I'm just going to start making some Pran Funkels. Thank you for donating. If you enjoy the show, there's a link, or a couple links in our description, and also on our About page. We have a Patreon and a PayPal. BB says he's hearing two of me. Is that right? God damn it. I'm checking some settings here. Hello? Okay. Let's check the feed again, god damn it. I'm checking some settings here. Okay. Well, okay. Here's what I'm going to do, folks. I'm going to go back to the way I was doing it for a while. I'm going to use my phone to plug the headset into. Because it sounds like there are microphone issues anyway. So I'm gonna use my phone Let's see, I'm gonna have to join this. Well, now BB is acting like it's okay. Alright, I'm just gonna make a Pran Funkel, partially just so I can just test this. So let's make a Pran Funkel, folks. Let's try this number. Fuck. That took a while. And it hung up. Really, I would like to just get a voicemail and leave a message. That would help me a great deal. I think I hear that buzzing. Gordon?
This is 19504
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Leave a message. Thank you.
Did not get your message either because you were not speaking or because of a bad connection. To disconnect, press 1. To record your message, press 2. Are you still there? To disconnect,
yeah, there's an extreme
press 1.
delay.
To record your message, press 2.
Hello? Dinkin' Body Mario inside your rectum.
You've pressed an incorrect key. If you are satisfied with your message, press 1. To listen to your message, press 2. To erase and re-record, press 3. To continue recording where you left off. If you are satisfied with your message, press 1. To listen to your message, press 2. To erase and re-record,
It's
press 3.
so
to
far
continue
behind.
recording where you left off, press 4. Message review.
Hello? Dinkin' Body Mario inside your rectum.
If you are satisfied with your message, press 1. To listen to your message, press 2. To erase and re-record, press 3. To continue recording where you left off, press 4.
Okay. Well, we have an extreme delay between when I press buttons and when it reacts. It's like a 10 or 15 second delay. Can you hear me right now? I'm having some having some issues similar to last week. Folks, I don't know if you can hear me right now. My computer screen is frozen, so I'm just guessing you can hear me. And it's been a riveting first half hour of the show. Okay, now it's unfrozen. Oh boy. Okay. Well, I'm gonna do another test here. But I'm going to log back in to my dialing windows because they had gotten extremely slow. Folks, we're about to have to start another new computer fund on Pran Funkels. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm somewhat optimistic about solving my problems that I'm having lately. I was just getting the hang of doing these solo shows. Opening a dialing window. I'm waiting for the screen to load. What am I drinking, you ask? I don't have that intro, I don't think, but I'll go ahead and tell you. It's a Boulevard Dark Truth Imperial Stout. It seems like it's new. This is the first time I've seen it. I got it at the Target. Finally, I have a screen that's working to dial. So let's dial that number again. Love you a lot. Wanna fancy you. Seems very slow. Says it's calling.
This is 619-504-1349. Please leave a message. Thank you.
At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Wow.
We did not get your message, either because you were not speaking or because of a bad connection. To disconnect, press 1. To record your message, press 2.
Yeah, I
Are you
think
still
I'm gonna have
there?
to
To
join
disconnect, press
via
1. To
my
record your message,
phone.
press 2.
As soon as my screen unfreezes, we'll get to...
Are you still there? To disconnect, press 1. To record your message, press 2. Sorry you're having trouble. Please try again later. Goodbye.
Papa Smurf says, here comes a new challenger.
Hey, how's it going?
Pran Funkels, hello.
I'm listening to the show. Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hang on. No?
Are you there?
Hang on, evidently my mic.
What the fuck? Now I can't hear. Okay, hang on a second, folks.
Can you hear me? Hello? That shit's on. Hello?
Yes, hello? Could you hear me at all?
No, I couldn't there, but I've got the feed on, and that last call was like, it was through like a delay machine, like it was some trippy shit, man.
Alright, what does the feed sound like?
Here we go. I got it on my phone. I'll let you listen here. Sounds normal now, I think. Here. Hang on. See if I can get it on my... Where the fuck is my speaker? There we go.
Could you hear me at all?
No, I couldn't there, but I got the feed on, and that last call was like... It was through like a delay machine, like it was some trippy shit, man.
Well, this episode is starting to sound like we're just fucking with our audience.
Yeah, like...
Have you been listening, or what's going on?
Yeah, I just have it on my phone while I was signing in and stuff, and that last call, everything was echoing like it was like a reverberate.
You may have been on the show, and I don't know what you were saying when I first let you in.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. I could hear you, but you couldn't hear me, but my voice was going out on the show.
That's really weird.
Yeah, so...
Alright, so you can tell me... Alright, so do you hear a buzzing?
Uh-huh, yeah, it's faint right now, but it's there. And earlier it was really loud. It was like...
Okay. Now, is it really loud now?
Yes, yep.
I'm wondering if my headset has developed a short, if you will.
Right.
I don't know, because I had it in my backpack. I took it to Richard's house and I didn't use it. But I did, carefully cram it into my backpack.
What has a short... Oh, your headset, you think?
I don't know. That's the only thing I can think. Like, I've never had a buzzing before, and now suddenly I do.
Okay, that's weird.
All right, well, can you talk to the audience?
Sure, man.
Because what I'm gonna do is I got a county sheriff that's got Zoom on his Android phone, and he's going to
You sound great right now, but I don't know what the fuck. I hope your headset isn't fucked up. I mean, that would.
You don't hear buzzing now?
Nope.
Okay.
Totally fine right now.
I'm trying to figure out if it makes a difference.
There's just a little bit of right now, so yeah,
Now?
there's buzzing right now. Yeah, it's very loud.
Okay, and then is it gone?
Yes, it's gone now.
All right, so it's every time I plug the computer in.
Boy. Oh man. Anyway, so, but I don't know what all that echoing shit was a minute ago. I mean, it was echoing like crazy a minute ago.
Yeah, so I need to just use my phone because I think it's fucking up my computer because I'm using two Zoom windows at the same time.
I think that's probably, something you're probably not supposed to
Alright.
do. I also noticed the way I had to join the meeting was completely different. We're not using the number anymore?
No, it made me set up a different thing.
That's weird. Yeah, I actually had to like run an executable file to... It was very strange, so...
Yeah.
So.
I don't know. Anyway, yeah, just talk to the audience.
Okay.
Meanwhile, I'm gonna join via my phone.
You're gonna join Pancho Villa?
Yes.
For some...
BRBs.
Okay, folks.
Not sure if Cody made the big announcement or anything. He probably did. Um, let's see here. Let me look up something real fast here. Hey, it's been a while. I went to sleep for a while earlier because I was real tired. Sorry, I'm looking up something here. But word on the street is that something of this magnitude happened. Oh, I think Cody was trying to get this earlier. Except that's not what I was looking for. And I think Cody was on trying to get this earlier, but yeah, the yeah, let's check this out right here. Yeah, I think this is exactly what Cody was trying to get here. And I think this might have been this little song we were trying to get to earlier. Yeah. We met our funding goal for Kira to get a brand new Pran Funkels computer, and then this place. So that's being built right now as we speak. Thanks so much for your donations. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, I'm here now.
How do I sound?
Kind of muffled. You sounded way better before, except for the intermittent meh. You don't sound bad.
Can you hear the buzzing? Wait, let me hear.
So,
let me.
Ain't it great
Okay.
when we have to work out these issues on the air? Do you have your normal time you gotta go tonight?
Oh wait. Yes.
Okay, so we better get to some calls.
Well, I need to exit out of something here.
Oh boy.
All right, we're gonna.
So I made the announcement that we met our funding. Did you already do that?
Yeah, hang on a second. Wait, there may be some audio weirdness. Just give me a second.
Oh, I don't think our audience is ready for that. But hey, how's it going, everybody? It's been a while. Hadn't been around for a little while, and it's good to be back on the show here. Like I said, I was doing some stuff earlier.
Can you still hear the feed? Can you check the feed?
Sure. I mean, I'm sure we're good here, but let's see. Let's just listen in.
I should probably look
sounded like about 30 seconds ago.
Weirdness. Just give me a second.
Oh, I don't think our audience is ready for that. Oh, there's echoes here. But hey, how's it going, everybody? It's been a while. Hadn't been around, and it's good to be back on the show here. Like I said, I guess.
Why is there an echo? Is it okay?
I think it's because you had two accounts open, and probably the audio was coming from both of them. It sounds like.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that's why I just wanted to make sure it was still working after. I didn't realize how far behind that feed was. We were just checking.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you don't hear buzzing now, right?
Nope. You're a little bit muffly sounding, but it's probably because you're on the phone. But
yeah,
there's those stupid settings, those audio settings you have to go in and make sure, and the advanced. Make sure it's
which there are none on the Android app.
Really, or probably is. It's just buried way the fuck in there. Yeah, I had.
All right.
Anyway.
All right. So you mentioned Kira. Yeah, I was trying to get to this earlier, but Kira, we have the amount
Should I play? I've
that
got
we
the
need for
song.
Kira to get.
I've got the song.
Oh, I heard it.
This
The
one
audience
right
heard me spend a lot of time. Yep.
Yay!
And the majority of the first 47 minutes of tonight's show has revolved around finding that song from Magic Sword for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System.
We say hi to everybody. Hi, everybody. BB.
Well, I was trying to find it on the arcade soundtrack, and then I was realizing that it must not exist.
Yeah, I don't think it does
Or
either.
someone didn't. No, yeah, I guess now that I think about it, that's the screen when it's showing the outside of the castle, right?
It's when you clear your level. There's also this song right here. This is what I was thinking of. Do you know what the name of that one is? That song is?
Is it called Tiny Little Tea Leaf Taste.mp3?
No, it's something Borat yells out and gives a thumbs up.
Oh, I know what it is. It's
my wife.
My wife is #1 prostitute. Have y'all seen that new Borat movie? It's funny because it's making fun of them dumb foreigners.
I used to hate it, but then I now just in the
now
past
that I realize it's a joke and he's playing a character.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
That's all right. So yep. We've got the funding, man. You guys are awesome. That's all there is to it. So that computer is being built. And I know
I gotta say, thank you to
thanks to
Schmanky.
all Schmanky. Yeah, that's somebody we hadn't. I guess he doesn't comment much in here, but that's great.
KBBBBB7 and BB, of course.
There's always a few people we forget to mention.
Yeah, there were some other people, I think, that contributed a while back, and
so
thank you.
This PC too, from what I'm seeing, is it's like the real deal. It's not. I mean, I know how many years, maybe 2 or 3 years ago, we did the same sort of thing, and we basically just bought a used kind of refurbished type PC. I think mainly just for editing purposes, right? Wasn't really for broadcasting.
Well,
I think.
No, it was used for broadcasting, but it was, it
was like
version of Windows that, I mean, it was intentionally not state of the art, but it was intended to just be able to do the show. But things are
get us by, yeah.
Obviously becoming more complicated.
Yeah.
As demonstrated on the show tonight.
So yeah, if you're listening and you've been listening for years and you're like, well, wait a minute, what about that other computer? Well, I think that was literally like a $200 we raised for that to get that. So yes. Not that $200 is nothing, but it's like for $200, we got what we paid for, just something to get us by for however long until Kira moved to this new location. So that's our old deal, our old PC. But this is a brand new PC. It's being built with
it's
your
Dell PCs.
The Dell, yes, dude, we're getting a Dell. I can't believe that guy was such an asshole. He smoked pot and they fired him.
Fucking piece of shit.
God, what is wrong with that guy?
You're supposed to eat it. You're not supposed to smoke it.
So, thanks so much to everybody who contributed a little extra just so we could get over the hump and get this new PC built. And like I was saying the other day, This one ought to last us till like 2029 or something, because it's going to be state of the art. With your donations, because that's what we do with your donations. We don't go buy hot dogs or fucking.
Well, sometimes we do.
Sometimes we buy hot dogs.
Sometimes we use your donations to dial 1010 9000.
We got to get our long distance dialing plan taken care of. So,
well, maybe Jim Rockford needs to make some prank phone calls.
That'd be good. A Jim Rockford soundboard would be great. So,
or just me impersonating him tonight on Pran Funkels.
You could. Nobody's stopping you. But so anyway, thanks everybody. And,
love you a lot. Want to fancy you, especially our. I gotta sneeze.
So
let's see if I can get to that button. Okay.
There's a weird little noise I keep hearing.
What does it sound like?
Just every once in a while, when you're not talking, I hear. What is that? Do you know what that is?
I don't know. Maybe there's some
like a little weird little. Like I can't. That's the best way I can describe it. I'm not sure. It's not.
Sound like that. It's not creaky. The chair.
No, it's like a digital sound.
It's not Beyond Easy, the chair that I've fucked.
I don't think so.
This chair is so easy to fuck, I call it Beyond Easy.
This chair is it's asking for it. Look what it's wearing there. Look at it. That's sexy.
This chair is wearing scarves around its neck. I miss the days of Pran Funkels when I could just straight up scream on the air and in the place that, you know, I wish I was in a situation right now where I could just scream and no one would be affected by it.
Yeah, that's probably I don't know. That's something I can get pretty loud, but I don't know if I can do any Steven Tyler scatting.
Well, thanks to Chris Wimberly, KBBBB7, Don Wong, Jessica.
All you people who donated a little extra so we could.
Well, our patrons on Patreon.
Yes.
And anyone who's donated on PayPal. Viewers like you.
Viewers like you. Thank you.
Not you, Stanley.
Oh. Stanley's gonna have to get 10, 10, 3, 2, 1.
All right, before I fucking forget, because I've listened back to the show so many times.
You better not fucking forget.
How many times do you think you or I have said, "Here, Lemmy," on the show? And I'm pretty sure we've never explained it, because I always listen back and then I hear you or me say it, and then I'm like, we need to explain that on the show, because it is prank call related.
Yeah, I think maybe we've explained that once or twice, but not recently, and
I don't think so.
We've not gone really in depth, but I'm willing to bet at one time or another we explained the "Here, let me" reference.
Well, in case we haven't, I'd like to do it now, and without getting too specific.
Okay.
There was this teacher that we used to prank call.
Should do some background music here, but that's all right. You're broadcasting, so if I do that, it'll be weird. But go ahead.
There were certain teachers that we prank called as Mr.
Certain teachers.
Rogerson J. Watery.
Oh yeah, that guy that did that guy that did the Calvin Hobbes cartoons, right? Yeah.
No. You're thinking of the guy that was on Law and Order.
There's three different people here.
Are you thinking of the director of the film that involved Divine and some feces being consumed?
I think we've just made reference to 4 different people now that
That have
have
H2O in their names.
yeah. I'm trying to think of anybody else too, and I can't. So. But anyway,
Maybe the daughter of someone from Law and Order that
oh
has been
okay.
in some films.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't know he had a daughter. I guess I don't know.
Have you seen Inherent Vice?
I've been told by someone repeatedly that it's a great movie and I should watch it, but I haven't watched it. So.
Well, that person's an asshole.
Not really. I'm an asshole for not having enough time to do that. So
I've only seen it once. Anyway, what were we talking about?
we were going to quickly.
The Here Lemmy story.
When you hear us say, "Here Lemmy,"
so there was someone that we used to prank call a lot because it was a teacher
who was a real asshole,
and then me and Patrick both had because being siblings and all, we went to the same schools as kids, and I think we got his. I'm assuming we got his phone number because they would put out like a directory. There'd be like a phone book for.
That's right. Yeah, like a
student and teacher directory.
Yeah, it was something like that, or
which was just that was just a really good source for prank call numbers.
Yeah, it was kind of
obviously
kids you wanted a prank call in their school.
And if the teachers were stupid enough to have their number,
I don't think his number was in there. I think what it was
we just looked him up.
It was either that or I got it from somebody who knew it, or in that student directory. If I remember correctly, this teacher that we're talking about, there was a kid who went to school there who his mom married this guy. So it was this teacher was basically his stepfather. So if you looked that kid up, that was like their number, their household number. So I knew that, okay. This kid is his stepson, so this is their number. I think that's how we got.
Okay, so it was some Airman Trout grade detective work.
Yes, we used some trickery to get it.
So we had this teacher that we hated. I think when I was in his class, I already knew all about him because of Patrick, and then he knew, and I think on my first day he was like, "Are you related to Patrick?"
Oh, and then you were like, "Oh boy, and this guy fucking hated me."
So he automatically hated me because that's how it works in a hillbilly area.
Good old boy system. Good old boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and of course I was the weird kid, so he just fucking hated me. So we prank called him a lot.
Yeah. Can I just say that the circumstance was this was an elective course. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if going into much more detail is necessary or would be not a good idea, but it's basically an elective course that I was told at the end of my time in it. It was like a 2-year thing, and at the end of my time in this specific elective course, this teacher basically told me that I was I'd been in this course for like 3 years, and I could continue taking this elective if I wanted to, for another 2 or 3, 4 years, up through high school. But at the end of my 8th grade year, he basically took me aside and said that he wasn't going to let that happen because I didn't put in enough, I didn't put forth enough effort, and he was basically he didn't fucking like me because I don't know,
yeah.
I wasn't one of like the top tier students who had my fucking lips on his ass at all times.
Yeah,
so
this guy, he was
he
just a
basically
fucking
told me I was,
asshole.
yeah, and this isn't just me going,
Well,
being
he had the decency to do that to me at the beginning of a school year after
So-
he had done this to you.
yeah. So he just basically told me like, yeah, you're not coming back next year, and I was
I
like,
think we can say this is a band teacher. I think we can go ahead and say. I
Yeah.
don't know why it
I don't
matters.
know. Yeah, I don't know why. It really doesn't. So yeah, it was in band, and I had been in band since 6th grade. This is at the end of my 8th grade. This guy basically was just like, essentially told me that oh, are you gonna come back next year? And I was like, oh, I guess, sure. And he was like, no, you're not, and and you know what? I fucking hated the guy as much as he hated me. So I was like, oh, okay. So I didn't really give a shit.
Yeah, that's how
I didn't want to fucking see his stupid
it's
fucking
very-
face anyway.
very similar to my conversation with him.
So then, the summer, when you go into pre-enroll for school the next year, my parents are like, "You're taking band for one of your electives, aren't you?" And I was like, "Nah, I'm going to take this art class instead." And they were like, "Why aren't you taking band? Like, what the fuck happened?" And I was like, "Oh, my teacher told me I couldn't do that." And they were like, "What?" So they went in and they basically took me in and kind of blew their top. Not really blew their tops, to use a grandpa.
Their fog
fucking
hats
phrase, but
blew up
they
all
went
the
in
way to
and
the ceiling.
they had steam coming out their ears. But
Fog
they basically went in. They basically took me in with the school counselor, and I basically bitched out the school counselor because what kind of fucking asshole does that to a kid? Just tells him, no, you can't do this. And they basically took me in there, and then of course the counselor was like, okay, it's fine. You want to take band next year? And I was like, no, not knowing that.
you were just dying to
you
at
know,
that point.
Yeah, no shit. When basically the guy just laid all the cards on the table and told me, he told me I couldn't come back, but knowing that there was no fucking way, I didn't have a chance. You know what I mean? He wasn't gonna fucking. He was gonna do everything he could to fucking. I just knew everything was stacked against me at that point. So I was like, no, I don't want to. Not knowing that he. Go ahead.
There's like a 5-second delay when I start talking until you hear it.
Really?
Because I hear it echo and
Wow.
reactions. But no, he acted like it was the Marines or something. He was like,
No shit.
Yeah.
Yes.
he was really fucking stupid about it. But also, like anybody who was talented that came through there, I guess he was jealous or something. I don't know, but
Well, I can tell you that he used to talk about this all the time, and it was kind of pukey because he always, his big deal was, oh boy, I went to this band contest, marching band contest, and this band.
Oh yeah, he was like reliving his. He was basically Uncle Rico with throwing the football over the.
Yes, he was like the Uncle Rico.
He was
equivalent.
that for band, basically.
Yes, he was talking about, and he was always bragging about how he went to this marching band contest one time, and there's this band came on that was competing, and oh my gosh, they were from some tiny little town, and there was just like, 10 or 20 people in the entire fucking band, but they were the loudest and the best out there. So his dream situation was having a tiny, like the fewest amount of fucking students possible. Just make his job easier, I guess. I don't know. But they'd all be like,
whittle it down to the toughest soldiers.
Exactly.
No dead weight.
Exactly. So that was his fucking. He had a hard on for a tiny little band with just
with a tiny little director who's
exactly. So anyway,
might have barely been 5 feet tall.
Yeah, he was one of those little fucking assholes.
And not that I judge you based on your height, but if you're an asshole because you have an issue with being shorter than other people.
Yeah, so anyway.
I judge you for that.
So anyway.
And also,
oh, sorry.
Are we getting to the prank call part of this?
Yes, so after that, we were able to figure out this guy's fucking number and prank called him a lot. And he we he was
well he was he had a bit of a, I guess you could describe it as a Phil Collins thing.
Yes,
he was hair wise.
Yes, he was balding.
And one way that we pretty much knew to get to him was to
call him with a are you there? Oh
yeah, sorry. There's a delay and it's fucking us up. But there was a commercial.
Yes.
And that would come on late night TV, and it was a guy, and he said, "Want the bald facts about hair loss?"
It was like for minoxidil or whatever.
No, it wasn't. It was Holly. Well, I'll do the commercial.
It's probably on YouTube.
Yeah, I bet it is, but I'm not going to try to look it up right now. But the guy said, "Want the bald facts about hair loss? It's not some dread disease. The problem is you just don't look as good. Hollywood's secret is Coo-Ray.
What? I don't remember.
It's so natural, you just can't tell." Something like that.
So we would call him and play that.
I don't think it was as legitimate as minoxidil.
Okay.
I think it was just some bullshit, like 800 number thing that would come on. But we just thought it was funny. Like, we were sitting around, late at night and saw that, and we're like, oh, let's call.
We need to call him and play that.
So-and-so and just play that. So we sat there and like recorded it on a cassette, either off the VCR or our, I don't know what you'd call it, the way we used to record off of UHF.
Yeah.
Frequencies on my radio. But we recorded that commercial and we called his teacher and he said hello. And we played that, early soundboards. Yeah.
So he answers and he hears, "Want the bald facts about hair loss?"
It's not some dread disease. The problem is you just don't look as good. And his response was, "Oh, you got a lot of balls there, boy."
Just funny because he didn't. When I first had him when I was younger, he didn't seem to have like a southern drawl, but as he got older, he got lazier talking. When his speech.
Yeah, I think when you're born somewhere with that, you work really hard for it not to show on the.
I work really hard, so I don't.
On the YouTube program that you place on the internet, you try not to sound like you're from a hillbilly.
I genuinely, I understand that. Yeah, there's some element of that Okie Wang left in my voice, but I legitimately talk like this in real life. I'm not like fighting Southern drawl. Would you say that? This is pretty much what I sound like in real life. I don't.
Yes.
Like, oh boy, all right, done with the show. I can go back talking like this.
we went a real long time without sounding like this.
I'm gonna fuck my sister. All right. So anyway,
he.
So we recorded this call too, and I wish we had it.
It's on a cassette, I guarantee. Now
Somewhere.
someday when I'm 80 years old, I'll have time to go through all my old cassettes.
Yeah.
But he said, you got a lot of balls there, boy. And then
Remember, and we thought
a few seconds went by.
We thought that he said your name too. Remember? And when we examined it, we were like, you did, and I was like, no, I don't think. He said, "Boy, you."
Nah.
Boy, you. He said, "Boy, you think." He said, "Boy."
Yeah,
it kind of sounded like for a second we thought
one of our friends who
Cody.
was there when the call happened was like, "Oh, he said Cody," and I was like, "No."
Yeah.
So we played it back. Yeah. Anyway, and then after a few seconds of silence, he said, "Here, let me."
Yeah.
Which we assumed was like
His
a
way
common thing that people would do back then because caller ID had come out.
He was trying to scare us into thinking he was about to trace the call or something. But
yeah.
So here, let me.
Hey, here, let me. So that became just kind of a reference that we would make.
And still make to this day. And fuck that guy. And let's make some calls because it's.
And let's call him now. And I know you remember his number.
I don't.
Can you put it in the Zoom chat?
I don't.
I know you remember it.
I honestly don't at this point. I used to remember a lot of stuff, and then I went and had kids, and I'm sure you know what that's like. I just don't have room for that shit in my head anymore, I guess. I don't know.
That's why I'm gonna have to be 80 before I
listen
to these cassettes. Yeah. Folks, there's a lot of footage of Bertha. Audio footage.
Audio footage? What?
Of Bertha, the bus driver.
Okay. You have those old Bertha calls on tape?
There's all these tapes. I just don't have time to go through them right now.
Yeah, I don't know. Send them to me. Maybe I can go through a couple a day or one a day. I don't know. I say that, but
what a day.
I'll get them and I'll get distracted and they'll sit around and I won't get to them. But anyway, we're so glad you got the self-help tape guy, though. That was good.
Yeah.
That was a tape that was worth finding. It was just by chance, though, you found that, huh?
Well, I was looking up this gentleman that we were just talking about. And, well, I forgot his first name, so I put in Mr. And then the first thing that came up was an obituary for someone who died a few years ago, and I was like, please let this be him. And then I realized, oh, no, that's not his first name.
Oh, yeah. So
his last name was spelled in a way that B. Arthur would appreciate.
What?
Is that correct?
I don't get you. I don't get the joke, the reference. Let me think about that. I don't know. I don't get what you're saying.
That's okay.
So, thanks everybody for listening, and we're in the chat. Trying to see if anybody's asking any questions here. I saw Ed 1978 ATX asked, when is game night coming back? And my answer to that is, we're working on it. And Justin and I are working on a new channel, so it'll be a while. It may be closer to the fall when we get it all ready to go, because we want it to be all nice and spiffy and shit. So we're working on it. But thanks for checking in. Here for the comment says, how are we on the countdown spelled with a K to Kira's computer spelled with a K? And I made the announcement earlier that we, Pran Funkels, have reached our goal, and the new computer is being built as we speak. Yeah.
It's being constructed.
It's being constructed and built, and so yeah, the donations of you guys really came through for us, and that's awesome, man. That's awesome. It's gonna be a good computer. This is not like before where we bought a whatever PC just to get us through. It was like a couple $100 if you remember 3 or however many years ago that was.
Hopefully by next weekend. I don't want to make any promises, but hopefully Kira will be back on.
Yep. The parts have been purchased.
I think we have a little bit of audio footage of this, if you'd like to hear it.
I want to see that audio footage.
Roll that. Let's listen to this.
Beam footage.
Oh, man.
Hey, I can imitate almost anything, but no one can imitate the pump. The original, the pump. From Reebok.
That's great. Michael Winslow, huh?
Was that really quiet?
It's pretty quiet, but I could hear it. Michael Winslow
Okay.
for the Reebok pumps.
Yep.
Yep.
That's a commercial that
Good
we
stuff.
all recall.
Yeah, I don't remember that, but of course, you know, as soon as I heard, like I knew exactly who it was. So.
All right, let's make a Pran Funkel.
Let's make some calls tonight, folks.
Operation, is there a buzz?
I'm hearing a weird little noise every once in a while.
Is it Creaky the chair?
It's not a creak, it's like a digital sound.
Is it like an Arkanoid?
Oh, it's this again with the lady who... Hi. Teflon Dreams, hello.
McGonagall.
Sled tech lessons, elbow and recreational.
When you come onto my vagina, it's gonna happen.
Oh, Bertha, no, Bertha, bad.
Nanny.
Bertha.
I'm getting.
Mike.
I'm getting.
Bertha, no.
I'm getting.
All right, so I want extra banana peppers on that.
And ketchup.
That crease. All right, All right.
Melba toast.
Right in your gash. All right,
If you are
thanks.
satisfied with your message, press 1 to listen to your message. Press 2 to message review.
Hi. Teflon Dreams, hello. Sled tech lessons, elbow and recreational.
When you come onto my vagina, it's gonna happen.
Oh, Bertha, no, Bertha, bad.
Nanny.
Bertha,
I'm getting.
Mike,
I'm getting.
Bertha, no.
And I'm getting.
All right, so I want extra banana peppers on that. That crease. All right. Now the test.
If you are satisfied with your message, press 1. To send your message with normal delivery, press 1. To send your message with urgent delivery, press 2. Thank you. Your message has been sent. Goodbye.
I think you've called that number about 3 or 4 times now.
Urgent. So urgent.
Yeah.
Oh, I have something. Are you ready, Patrick?
Uh-huh. Yeah, sure.
Get ready to laugh, cause it's time for Pran Funkels Funnies.
Ready to laugh.
How you doing out there, folks?
Good.
I got a bit of a question for you.
Okay.
All right. Well, the question is, what do you do when you play a character on That 70s Show and you get charged with 3 counts of rape?
Oh, man. I like where this is going. What?
You want me,
What do you do?
you want me to tell you the answer to this question?
What do you do when you get charged with 3... When you play a character on... I'm sure no one has any idea what you're talking about, but when you're a character...
If you
when
do,
you play
then
a
you know the answer to the question.
What happens...
What do you do when you play a character on That 70s Show and you get charged with 3 counts of rape?
What do you do? I give up.
Well, I'll tell you what you do. Hide. HYD.
Yes. You hide, and then when you're eventually found, something happens. If I can look
Dive
it up
into
here.
a vat of the ranch dressing. Like a nacho man. A nacho man.
Something like this happens here. Well, let me if I can just find an isolated thing here. Well, God damn it. Yeah, something like this. You get called this right here, and it's
Dumbass!
Did you even hear that?
I did hear that. Now, that gentleman's brother...
Dumbass! A dumbass! Leisure suits are for dumbasses. Believe me.
Okay, leisure suits are for dumbass. So, yes, and didn't he just of course we were talking about Mr. Danny Masterson, who, boy, his life has taken a bit of a turn.
Well,
didn't he just bond out of jail or something, or what was the fucking deal? Didn't they pick him up and he bonded right out or something, right? Or there was he was in the news just a few days ago. They were talking about some shit.
I think he was actually charged with some of these allegations.
Right. Well, if he does
Danny,
go to jail,
if you're listening to Pran Funkels, I'm sorry that this was your one thing to try to escape from your problems. Lollipop, lollipop, oh, lollipop.
Yeah, there goes Clarence Boddicker. Anyway, sorry. Anyway, yes, Mr. Masterson. But we won't talk about him anymore.
Well, I had some kind of segue I was gonna go through.
Whoops, sorry. Did I derail you there?
Well, I was going to say that this gentleman, he's in a situation where he's probably going to be telling people, you are the boss of me.
Yes, no, maybe. I don't know. Can you repeat the question? You're not the boss of me now. You're not the boss of me now. You're not the boss of me now, and you're not so big.
But he's probably going to say, you are so big. Unlike his brother, who was on the television program that we just heard the theme to.
Malcolm in the Middle.
But I felt like I had to continue the streak of They Might Be Giants being on the show.
Okay, we have a streak going in our pants. Okay.
Yes.
All right, that's very good. I'm glad to hear that.
Oh, Greg Zubek. Oh, baby, baby.
Greg Zubek here. Hey, baby. We got some more They Might Be Giants coming up. Right after
Particle Man. There's
Particle
some
Man
particles.
on the Rock 100 the cat.
There's some particles in my trousers.
I'm gonna play some Magic Sword. I'll be right back. I need to pass this level. Get those.
There's a black orb.
Greg Zubek playing video games and describing what's happening in them. Funny. In that
Now
voice.
that's a Twitch channel I'd like to subscribe to.
God, that would kill me. That would be the best. Like, I'm not even kidding. If we could make that happen somehow. Get that 70-year-old DJ.
Oh, we should try to get him on the show.
Yeah.
And then once we did that, maybe that would be our foot in the mouth or door to get the 34 guy on the show.
Yeah, he probably knows him personally. Probably hangs out with him every night, every day. I doubt
I'll
that.
be on your show if you'll put my foot in your mouth.
Oh, God.
Jim Carrey. Now, a gentleman named Richard last week on Pran Funkels argued that Jim Carrey played the Riddler. Fuck that shit.
He didn't, he argued with you as the 34 guy.
No, he just argued as himself. It
He
said
said that Jim Carrey did not play the Riddler? Oh, I know.
He said Jim Carrey didn't play the Joker.
But he did
son of a
34
bitch.
guy. 34 guy, you're wrong. But I
Are you
enjoy
going on my 34 shit list? It sounds like you are.
It's such a nice shit list, though. The way you say it, it makes it sound like I want to go on it.
Any list I make is pretty cool, even if it's full of shit.
I just want to be a part of your. I want to go to your announcing school where you teach people to put their nose right up by the microphone like this.
All right. Now, what's his name?
I'm rubbing the mustache. What's that? What's the actual 34 guy's name? I don't know. Did we figure that out?
I think that came up the last show I did with Kira. We were debating whether or not.
When I was a kid, there was I used to hear a name, but I don't think that was his actual name. I used to hear a name that was a real common name, pretty common name, but I don't think that was his name. I don't think we
BB
ever figured out his
says
name. So.
the 34 guy can interview Michael Keaton and ask him how it was preparing for the role of the Iron Man.
or Superman or something. Yeah. He just 34 guy just can't keep his superhero comic characters straight. Well, but can you blame him with Batman and so many different Batmans and so many different villains playing.
Uh-oh. We're entering a portion of the show that... Oh, shit.
Well, there's a fat little Russian man running around with just a pair of sweatpants on. Oh, he got out his ladder. Climbing up.
Oh, shit. I'll be right back.
I'm not sure what's happening here. I see a fat, bald little Russian man in a pair of red sweatpants. He's spitting fire. There's a green guy flying around in an Easter basket. It seems to be.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Pretty jivey.
Cody, just take a break? What happened here?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't know what's happening here. Cody said we were entering a portion of the show that dealt with something, and then he just had to go, and now we're listening to what I believe is... I'm about 99% sure it's the music from Karnov in the arcade. So I'm not sure what this means. I don't know if I'm in on this joke here. I'm not getting the reference. Cody. What are we doing here, folks?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, what happened there?
Sorry about that.
What's up? Was that Karnov?
Yes.
Yeah, hello? Yeah, okay. Why were we listening to Karnov music for about 3 minutes there?
Oh, sorry. I had to urinate.
Oh, okay. That's a good idea. Put on some music so we don't hear you pissing.
Oh, shit. I think I exited out of something I was going to play.
Well, that sucks.
We got a Winslow experience.
We got Winslowed. And I'm not talking about Arizona either. We got...
That's where Mr. Jonathan Henley hung out.
Winslow, Arizona. Now, is that him or was that Glenn Frey who sung that song?
It's one of those motherfuckers.
One of them high-voiced assholes.
All right, listen to this.
Listen to the band.
The top of the key is easy. It's the landings that kill you.
Not that. Sorry.
Okay. It's very quiet. Is my voice like too loud?
No.
Okay. I have it I usually turn it up when I'm not hosting, so it'll cut through a little bit more. So I didn't want to be cutting through you.
You want to hear some good music?
Yeah, we need to do some calls though.
Oh, I know.
kid size.
No, we want kid sizes.
It took me a while to find that commercial because I had that memorized. Did that bring back memories?
Yeah, kind of.
And I just remember the part where it says the pump by Reebok
Uh-huh.
after a series of wacky keyboard sounds.
The pumps, man. You remember kids would, like after the, I guess, I remember kids would like take and puncture the little air bladder in the pumps.
And get high and just huff it, man.
No, they just puncture it, and like I remember this one kid that we were friends with. There's that noise again. That
I think we're being tapped into
probably
by Gregory Hines.
Yeah. So I remember this kid, like, he'd punctured the bladder, and he was telling me and some other kid, and we were like, "Oh, that sucks that you would ruin your shoes like that." And he's like, "Nah, it's real comfortable. It's like it's not like a hard bladder now. It's just kind of comfortable." And then he was like, "It's like those Nike Air shoes," because that was Nike Air, that was their response to the pump. So, and then the Air, you could see the little clear plastic things on the side of the shoes, and like he's like, "Yeah, you can take a pair of scissors and just puncture those and get the same effect." And yeah, I think I had like an old pair of those, and I did that, and I couldn't tell any difference. So yeah. Anyway, pumps.
What kind of shoes do you wear? Now, you're not gonna...
That sound like a much better audio quality commercial. BB says Michael Winslow should have been knighted by now. Yeah, what the fuck? Come on, get on
if
that.
you see his face when he's doing this, it's even more impressive.
Yeah, better, yeah. Oh, man.
Hey, I can imitate almost anything, but no one can imitate the pump. The original, the pump. From Reebok.
The penis pump from Reebok.
The cinematography when he's talking there is very disturbing.
Just camera right in his face.
Well, it just kind of it pans out and there's
it
kind
zooms
of
out. You mean? Huh.
No, it pans out to the left.
Oh, okay, it pans left or right. Okay, gotcha.
And Mr. Winslow's left testicle is visible on camera. Let's make some Pran Funkels.
I don't think. I think you're being facetious, but yeah, let's make some calls because we got about 20 minutes before you have to go, right?
Yes.
A whole bunch of calls. It's a lightning round.
Let's call a 7-Eleven where they tend to be quite nice, quite stylish.
Any soundboards?
Yes, there's a Fraser.
East Broadway 7-Eleven?
Hi, do you have those tossed salads and scrambled eggs?
I'm sorry?
Do you have tossed salads and scrambled eggs?
No, dude, not at all.
Quite
stylish. Do you actually have something interesting you'd like to say, or you're going to make another fucking prank phone call in 2020, you loser? Get a goddamn job.
Finger inside your asshole.
Is this somebody you call frequently?
We called him last week.
And what does the year have to do with it?
Not only that, we have access to the internet, and we're choosing to make prank phone calls. It's ironic, folks. That
Oh my God! What he said, like you have something better to do in 2020, like in this day and age, a prank call shouldn't exist. Like we are so beyond that as a society. You know, the other
maybe working at 7-Eleven shouldn't exist.
Yeah, exactly. With
Let me lie if you're working there.
Yeah, we're still dealing with you know, a lot of political and social issues from a fucking million years ago. But a prank call, that's in 2020. That's we should all be. You should be ashamed of yourself for making a prank call.
Let's see if he has warm Wadigans. Hey, Reggie. Do you have warm Wadigans? We'd like to massage your nuts out. Hello? Okay. I hung up.
Did you hear the guy in the background saying, "Ain't got any time for that" or something? I think he was talking about you calling or something. I don't know. He was saying something there in the background, and it was the other guy he was probably bitching to about how utterly annoyed he was that
Pran Funkels, an audio documentary of what goes on at a 7-Eleven in the middle of the night.
Why would you get so angry over somebody just saying some silly shit like that? Like, what did you say to him? But the thing is, it's just like, I guess you call him every weekend or something.
I called him
next weekend. Just be like, we got off on the wrong foot. Let's be friends. Can I come in there for real and buy a hot dog?
Can I come into your go?
Anyway, sorry. We need to do some more calls before.
All right. So this next number, it's a sign. Looks to be a handmade sign, and it says, "Need your credit fixed." I need that shit fixed.
Got some tape.
Hello, and thank you for calling Astra Consulting and Credit Repair. Nobody can come to the phone right now, so please leave your name, number, and a brief message, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks, and have a great day.
Are you standing in front of a fire, miss? Hello? Hello, miss? Miss, hello. Oh, am I talking to a machine? Huh. Yeah.
Hasbro.
There sounded like there might have been a fire in the background. Are you okay? I know there's some wildfires out there in California. Are you okay?
Fiddlesticks.
No. Dad. Oh well, just give us a call back on this line, if you would. We have some tape and some we had a Billy the Big Mouth Bass. It's pretty funny. Have you ever seen one of those? He sings a song.
My wife fucked it.
Oh well, that's in. I don't think that's something you should share on a voicemail message, though. We might want to start this over. You want to press the button?
Might be a legal thing, huh?
No, not really, but
press 3 to re-record.
Yeah, you might want to just go ahead and start this over. We need this use these services, so we don't want them to think we're weird or something, because we
Hungry Guy service.
pulled a Led Zeppelin on the Big Mouth Bass. So let's go ahead and start it over. Press that button if you're on the. Are you on the handset? You got the handset?
I done pressed 3, and now I'm gonna press pound.
Well, I guess that's that. I guess we can't re-record this message. I guess we just.
It just takes a long time for it to respond.
Oh. Well. Yeah. Well, Bertha's in there piling banana peppers on herself. I don't like it. She's got an ice cream scoop and she's working herself over with it. It's kind of not very appetizing. You know what I mean? She's got some moles that I didn't know she had. I wish I hadn't seen them. So, all right. Yeah, just go ahead and hang that up.
All right, I'm fixing to hang up.
You fix it.
Okay, it's gone.
Those ones that you can't play it back, darn it. That was a good message there. All right, let's lightning round. Got to keep going here, right?
All right, here's another number. This is a towing company, a tow truck, and it says "We never sleep" on the side of it. We never fucking sleep.
Got a soundboard you can use or something?
Hello, Myers.
Hello?
Yes. Hello, Myers.
Is this a tow truck?
Yes, go ahead.
Somebody just rang my number.
Huh?
Somebody just rang my number.
Did you call for a towing service?
Yeah, they was taking Justin's pictures from a yearbook.
What?
Gordelson's, yes.
This is Meyer Motors.
Was y'all taking pictures for the yearbook?
No.
How much is it going to cost?
For what?
Well, Bertha has a banana pepper fetish. You want to talk to her real quick? I'm going to call you back. Are you there?
Who is this?
Christopher.
And what do you want, sir?
Is this Jess?
You must have the wrong number, sir.
Well, it sounded like I had the right number up until a moment ago. There's the Quaglos gentleman. There's a man diving into your vat of nachos. You get that payphone hung up? Okay, she's gone.
She had to ease into the hang up there. It took about, a minute and a half just to... She was definitely not asleep. They never sleep. All right, moving along.
We've, instead of calling them back, we're going to call the next number in the list.
Yeah?
Well, this is under the category of driving like assholes.
I need to make that thing.
You have reached the voicemail box of 89698.
Wizard is about to die.
Wizard.
Oh, ha, ha, ha.
To send your message, press 1 at any time. To listen to your message...
Wizard is about to die. Wizard. Oh, ha, ha.
Somebody's calling us back.
All right, sending that, answering. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, I just missed a call from this number.
Yes. Who is this?
Yeah. Gene. I just missed a call from this number.
Uh-huh. I called you.
Yeah, my phone just rang.
Hey, ring the bell.
Accidental?
No, it got me going. Did it get you going?
I don't know. I don't know. My phone just rang and I just called it back because I missed the call, but it wasn't you, huh?
No, I was calling people. Do you like it? Yeah, sediment in my apricot lotion. Hung up.
Oh, man. I'm guessing that was the guy that we were leaving a message for there. Guy that's going to hear the... What did you say in the message? You said... I don't remember what you even said, but it was kind of weird. Okay, moving along.
Let's get my call.
Call him back, or you got another number? Since we've got just a few minutes left.
Well, Percy might be joining you.
Master Clean, this is Gene.
Yeah, was gonna get one of them wet semi-raisin bread cleanups.
You're in Kentucky. Where you?
Yeah, I'm gonna get a wet semi-raisin bread cleanup. Well, that's quite unprofessional.
You're in Kentucky. Congratulations.
Goodbye. This can be a legitimate call.
You have reached the voicemail box of 8169.
That's good.
You have reached the voicemail box of
That's good.
816.
Here they come. There they
Here they come. I had to put my hand over the microphone just so.
They got their own brand new television show.
They got their own brand new onion pie. Doesn't that sound lovely? An onion pie.
See, I used to do this.
Yes. Hello?
There's a number we're gonna call.
Hello.
Thank you for calling Been There, Dump That. Our normal business hours are Monday through Friday, 7 a.m.
Been there.
Let's see if we can get someone to answer the phone.
Let's see if I can get someone to...
Let's see if we can
Thank
get
you for
some. I'm
calling
trying to do
Heritage
the.
Lawns and Irrigation. I'm sorry we missed your call. Our office hours are Monday through Thursday.
There's a cake decoration. It looks like a testicle.
Led Teckelson. Led. It's old James. They call him the lead testicle. They let him in the door, and then he goes to work right away. He falls down the stairs. He picks himself back up, and he says, "Howdy do, mister."
I have no thing to report other than whether or not I'm a testicle.
Sometimes he questions his sexuality.
Am I gay?
Mister, that's a hell of a question to be asking at your age.
I'm only 84. As per this recording.
At the time of this recording, his age is 84.
That's how old I am, you son of a bitch.
I'm sorry, we got off on the wrong foot. How about I buy
This
you a...
young whippersnapper had to record recordings saying numbers of how old I am to represent before the age that I was.
Caller. Your projected age is
To listen to your
84.
message, press 1. To erase and re-record, press 2. To send, press 3. To send this message as urgent, press 4. Please enter your selection now.
Send this message as urgent.
Can we listen to it?
I don't think that's enough.
To listen to your message, press 1. To erase and re-record, press...
There's a cake decoration. It looks like a testicle.
Led Teckelson. Led. It's old James. They call him the lead testicle. They let him in the door, and then he goes to work right away. He falls down the stairs, picks himself back up, and he says, "Howdy do, mister."
I have no thing to report other than whether or not I'm a testicle.
Sometimes he questions his sexuality.
Am I gay?
Mister, that's a hell of a question to be asking at your age.
I'm only 84. As per this recording.
At the time of this recording, his age is 84.
That's how old I am, you son of a bitch.
I'm sorry, we got off on the wrong foot. How about I buy
This young whippersnapper had to record recordings saying numbers of how old I am to represent before the age that I was.
Caller.
To listen to your message, press 1. To erase and re-record, press 2. To send, press 3.
getting that message
to send
on
this
Monday.
message as urgent, press 4.
Or whenever.
Please enter your selection now.
Is it 4? I don't know. Urgent? You're going to send it?
Urgent message sent. Thank you for calling. Goodbye.
Urgent. So urgent.
A woman just sitting there in front of a microphone recording those prompts. Going like, urgent message sent.
I'd like to think she's sitting there listening to us making calls.
Yeah. When are they going to do it? When are they going to have a live, like a live automated system with the person just sitting there reading options and then like they have a number decipher? Because not everybody can know what the numbers are like you do, but just have a live person sitting there who the computer tells them if they what number they pressed and they just forward their call accordingly. Something like that. I don't know.
Well, can you hear me?
Uh-huh.
I got a spinning Rastafarian hat.
Well, that's a silly old king's hat. That's what I heard.
Every color of the bow, man.
All right.
Yeah, I'm just waiting to once again have control of my computer screen.
Oh, just looking at some of the comments here. BB says,
Patrick seems to have stepped through the time portal from 1937. 1937. 1937, what a year. It's the year that...
What a year, what a queer. That's a word we still use back in 1937.
Yeah. That's,
We're time traveling on Pran Funkels.
Call one of them fancy boys. He's got sugar in his pants. Little spring in his step, if you know what I mean. He likes to suck cock. He's a gay man. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Pump by Reebok.
all right.
He's got a little bit of a Michael Winslow.
He likes to make sounds with his mouth.
All right. So, what's the plan here?
He impersonates sound effects.
Oh, yes.
So, what are we doing here, huh? Looks like our feed is kind of buffering. That's not a good thing. I wonder if the feed's getting fucked. If you're getting a Rastafarian hat.
Yeah.
I mean, you sound fine to me, but we're listening to each other through. Let's see. Let's check in on the feed.
Little spring in his step, if you know what I mean. He likes to suck cock. He's a gay man. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Pump by Reebok.
All right. All right.
A little bit of a Michael Winslow.
Well, the feed sounds okay.
Sounds with his mouth.
Anyway, you Winslow, that's the way you Ninslow, that's the way you wanna turn.
That makes me want to watch Caddyshack.
When you come into my Caddyshack, you're gonna get really evil.
Okay. All right. Well, there it goes. It's buffering again. With buffering. It's taking some buffering. Is anybody out there taking buffering? That's just seems like one of those 1980.
When you come into my Caddyshack.
When you come into my Caddyshack, you're gonna get a lot of buffering.
I'm buffering everything that comes in contact sexually with me. I'm having a lot of gum into my Caddyshack.
People listening, is your feed like buffering a whole bunch? Because I'm sitting here looking and like my little spinning thing keeps happening. So I don't know what that means. I don't know if our broadcast is getting fucked up or if it's just my internet connection, which I can't imagine it does, but slow connection or anything. But if you're tuned in, we made an announcement earlier that our goal has been reached. The new Pran Funkels.
Technical difficulties again happened here, which messed up the show for a period of time. It was cut for this recording.
Thanks for listening, everybody. It's good to be on. I haven't been on in a while. I had a long day and kind of took a little nap. I think my phone service is shitty. I figured out that by half the time, if I'm trying to call somebody, I'll dial the number and it'll just immediately hang up when it's about to start to ring. And then a lot of times people will call me. I think something's happening to Paperboy. I think he's losing something at this point.
He's losing his gum in the gonna go.
Dispatch.
Gladstone. Hello?
Can I help you?
Yes, we had a Gladstone we were trying to attempt.
Say that again?
Gladstone, please.
I think you got the wrong number. This is our distribution.
Yes, we were trying to get Gladstone.
I don't know who Gladstone is.
Have you heard the memory dispensary situation?
So is that a no?
I think it's a slam down situation.
Boy.
When you come into my game, then.
So it's wanting me to update my VLC, so I guess I will. I guess I better, huh? All right, we got some more stuff, or are you done? I'll stick around as long as
I'm going.
Hi, you reached Justin. Sorry I couldn't get to your call right now. I'm most likely working or occupied with something else at the time. Either leave me a voicemail with your...
It's the male version of Carol Kane. Yellow.
Let's make a Pran Funkel.
Let's do that. Won't you join us?
Beep, 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 beep.
Come on, we're going antique.
Hi, you reach Ariola Land Maintenance. At the moment, I'm not available, but you're welcome to leave a message, and I will call you as soon as I get a chance. Thank you.
Hello?
Gendelsons, yes.
I just heard a young man that sounds like Fez.
He's got Gendelsons between his legs.
Is this Wilmer Valderrama?
Uh-huh.
I wondered what he was up to these days.
Well, he just got Wilmered.
You got Wilmered.
These are the allegations presented to you by the Helpington's Department of Regulations.
Oh, alright. I'm sad that we didn't get a hold of him.
Well, he had a Quaglos guy inside his nutsack.
Well, somebody told me, somebody really close to the situation told me that Ronaldo fell into a Gulliver situation, so...
He was a bit of a Gulliver individual.
Yeah, next thing you know, Davy's asking for a potato.
Davy he's kind of a cornfield complainer.
Oh, is that the type of guy he is? Well, did we hang
He
up?
He doesn't like cornfields one way or the other.
Did we hang up?
He's a goddamn goyim.
Well, that's a little bit more information than I needed.
Gomer gumption.
Yeah,
added together, and you're firing yourself up the asshole.
Why, that's how I felt about that.
Felt Apple Jacks.
Felt up those Apple Jacks. Well, let's go have a Tuna Tuesday. See ya.
I love you.
Love you. I love you too. I don't know if we ever left a message, but let's just keep on keeping on into the bilge water of the night, as they say.
It's splattery steam.
Your recording has reached the maximum length. To replay your message, press 1. To delete and re-record your message, press 3. For delivery options, press 4. To send a fax, press 6. To cancel this message, to mark urgent, press 1. To mark confidential, press 2. To mark urgent and confidential, press message marked urgent. To replay your message, press 1. To delete and re-record your message, press 3. For delivery options, press 4. To send a fax, press 6. To cancel this message, press star. To send this message now, press pound or hang up. Your message has been sent. Thank you for calling. Goodbye.
So polite. So very polite.
Urgent. So urgent.
Okay.
Here, Lemmy.
Here, let me... We used to say, here, let me trace this call. Uh-oh. You know, like he was about to get us in trouble. What a great guy.
He just about did.
Yeah, he had his... 1 tita, 2 tita, 3 tita. Alright. Are we gonna make another call, or are we done for the night?
Coming up next.
Coming up next, Byron Allen's got a game show you need to watch where all the comedians they have a bunch of pre-written one-liners, but it's supposed to kind of seem like it's off the cuff. And it's called, what is that show called? I see it on during the daytime sometimes. You know what I'm talking about?
It's funny you should ask.
Yes. Yep. That's it. And John Lovitz is on there a lot, and Louis Anderson. And the guy from Mike and Molly was on there the other day.
Dispatch.
Wet sandwich and bread.
I'm sorry?
You gonna have wet sandwich and bread?
I'm sorry, I can't understand you.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Did you hear about the wet sandwich and bread? Marshall?
I still cannot understand you.
Marshall is eating a piece of a Wajong. Marshall.
It's a good hang-up noise.
Wajong.
It's a hang-up, it's a call.
It's Wajong bread.
Where?
Raisin bread?
What happened to that raisin bread? What happened to it?
What happened?
What happened when you put it in the microwave and you put a bunch of butter on it and microwaved it? What happened? All right. Moving along. If we're gonna keep this going. Ed 1978 says, let's call a Jack in the Box. They're 24/7. That might be a good idea.
Let's give him a call back.
That's the second time you've called that guy, by the way. I mean, he just
Well, not from that new number.
What new number? What are you talking about?
Ed.
Oh.
67530 Ed.
Ed 675209. Ed 209 can't make it down those steps because he's a dumbass. Ed 209, you're a dumbass.
Dumbass.
A lot of 70s show references tonight. We just called Wilmer Valderrama's maintenance company a minute ago, as you heard, live on Pran Funkels.
Well, maybe he needs to declare what's going on.
I don't know. But let's call a Jack in the Box. You want to?
Okay. You want me to look it up?
Sure, I can if you want.
Or do you have a phone number?
I don't, but I can.
Let me look up a phone number.
I got one here. If you want me to just copy and paste here, if it'll let me.
Put it in the chat?
Yeah, I'll put it in the chat. There you go. Yeah, you know, we don't make it too much of a practice of we try not to mess with restaurant workers too much, but we'll see. You never know. I mean, a lot of times people don't give a shit, but then other times they're like that 7-Eleven guy who just gets irate when somebody says some nonsense to them in the middle of the night.
Mm-hmm.
Checking the box.
It's the Granningers. Well, we're going to call you back.
Best prank call ever.
Gonna keep calling you back, you piece of shit.
You got a soundboard or anything? Or is your computer too fucked up to do that? And not fuck up the entire show?
It's probably about the same.
That's up to you. I don't care. We dialing them back?
Trying to.
Thank you for calling Jack Wallace. Can I help you? Hello?
Hi. Yes, are you there?
Yes, I'm still here.
We have a Quaglos guy situation.
Okay.
He was interested in diving into a vat of nachos.
We don't have nachos. And please do not play over the phone because I can hear you guys in the background. This is a crank call. Please don't do that. Bye.
What'd you hear in the background, ma'am? That bitch had no idea we was prank calling her.
Well, yeah, I want to know what she heard in the background.
Well, there was a message.
Like a minute ago, when that guy had hung up, was I like talking to you and they were still listening or something? I don't know. I can hear that in the background. Is that just something you say to a little kid to scare them, I guess? I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. All I know is...
Hello?
Hi. Hi. Everything okay? Tommy? Tommy, is everything okay?
It's a Tyndall Treef Dick.
Let me know.
It's Tyndall Treef Dick Incorporated.
Did you call the food order we had?
Yeah.
Okay, are they on the line? Did you call it in?
Well, Craigles United.
Is that your favorite football team?
Yeah, Craigles United.
Uh-huh. Well, just don't get mixed up with those hooligans.
Montgomery Morsels Incorporated.
Yeah, that's the name of your new LLC, I know.
We were just trying to incorporate.
Did you order the food?
We tried to.
All right. Is this the end, my friend?
It's a Bennington's.
Apologies. The Benningtons are not available.
Gordelson's, yes.
Gordelsons.
Affirmative.
Gordelsons, fight me, bitch. Behind the dumpsters. Hello, is there a call connected?
Another one drinks some moose. Oh yeah. Another one drinks some moose.
It's probably not a good idea to do that at this point. I don't know.
Oh, open another moose?
Yeah. Unless you're planning on staying on for a longer.
Nah.
It's up to you. I don't know. All right. So what are we doing here?
Yeah, make a Pran Funkel.
Sure. That's good. You want a different number, a different Jack in the Box? Since that was very successful. We had a guy who said hello and you said something weird and he hung up immediately. And then we had a lady that said, "Don't play around with the phone." Like, how she said it a very strange way. She said, "Stop playing about the phone," or something like that, didn't she?
Uh-huh.
You sound like you're about to go to sleep, which probably means that's the end of the show. There's another Jack in the Box, though, if you want to call it.
Good day. You've reached Exterior Landscape and Party Lighting. Our business hours.
Okay. Did you dial the number I just gave you?
No.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. I just put another sourdough. I'm sorry, sourdough. I put
Bread
another.
everyone's raving about.
I put another Jack in the Box in the thing, and I was writing something in there on that you should call and say, "Yeah, I came through the drive-through and I ordered some food, and you left the sourdough Jack off my order. You forgot it. You left the sourdough Jack off the order." My order.
Let's make a Pran Funkel.
Well, if I come back through, you're not going to leave the sourdough Jack off, are you?
No.
Don't leave the sourdough Jack off my order. The food.
I can't have that happen.
We can't be leaving the sourdough Jack off. 'Cause Benny gets real upset.
Bennigans.
Bennigans, begin-agins. All right. I'm thinking things are slowing down. It's probably about that time to wrap it up.
Were we calling a number?
Are you?
I thought we were.
Okay. While we're waiting, we can listen to a little bit of this.
Pound it, pound it. $34 guys.
Good day. You've reached Exterior Landscape and Party Lighting.
Oh,
Our
try
business
again.
hours are Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m.
So you dialed the same number. It was not Jack in the Box.
Oh, did you give a number in the chat?
Yeah.
The Zoom chat?
Yep.
All right, so the last number you put in there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, end of the line that I wanted you to say.
Yes.
Because it'll be so hilarious. And they will say, that's a funny joke. I have a good sense of humor, and I can laugh about this. That's what they'll say.
What is it?
I went through the drive-thru and you left the sourdough jack off. My order. Can't be leaving the sourdough jack off.
Metamucil.
So you know what? This one, I don't think this one's 24 hours. Sorry. I thought they all were.
Contact box.
Hi, I have a bit of a problem.
May I help you?
Can you hear me? Yes, I received my order and there was something left out of it.
What was that?
You left out my sourdough jack off.
You still have your receipt?
Well, I do have it.
You do have the receipt?
Yes.
Okay, if you have your receipt, you can come back up here. I can have it fixed for you.
Well, you guys left my sourdough jack off the order.
As long as you have your receipt, come back up here. I can replace it for you.
Well, Dan Campbell had a thump competition in his nether regions. Did you like him yesterday?
What was that?
Did you like him yesterday? Well, you might be gay.
Oh, well.
Am I gay?
I believe so, Grandpa. Thanks, everybody. Good night.
Accommodations for Pran Funkels have been provided by
The Omni Berkshire. Berkshire Hotel, The Omni. 1-800 The Omni.
Okay.
All right. We got a question here. Question from Ed in the chat.
Ed from Cincinnati writes, Dear Casey, have you guys ever prank called Kira or any of the gang while they sleep?
Do you know that, the answer to that?
I think the answer is yes.
Yeah. I can't remember offhand, but do you know?
I feel like I've been prank called.
Well, did we really? I don't know if we really pranked you. We just woke you up or something. I don't know. What'd we do? I don't even know.
Well, to most people, that would be prank calling.
Yeah, I guess. Did we wake you up or something? I don't remember.
Probably.
I don't know. I can't remember specific instances, but I think we've called Mike for sure. I don't know.
Yeah, Mike.
I'm pretty sure you guys have called me on shows I haven't been on and just said something weird to me while I was sleeping, and then talked to me for a bit. And anyway, Mike, what?
Isn't that what happened tonight?
You didn't call me tonight?
Oh yeah. Coming in at number 16, it's Space Megaforce, starring Barry Bostwick. Oh, that's just Megaforce, sorry. The hit soundtrack by Toho. Space Megaforce. Oh yeah.
Oh, bet you won't. Here's another baby. She's gone tomorrow. Oh, bet you won't. Here's another baby.
All right. That concludes the Pran Funkels early 90s house pop music section of our show. Space Megaforce. It's a great game. Just like Atari's Defender. It's Atari Defender. It's a great game. Yeah. There we go. We wrote the jingle. All right, cool. Let's go do some more coke.
The Defenders.
The Defender eats lots of pretzel chips. The Defender likes to shake his hips so seductively.
The Defender feels like kind of a whore. Or what the Defender does to maintain its aura.
Score. Every ship is a blip. Every blip is a ship. On a trip into the flippity blip. Like what?
Man, every flip is a flip. Man, it's just
Every
totally
flip
fucked up.
is a chip. Flip. The trip, man. It's a trip. There we go. I wrote it.
Every blip, it's just totally flipping me out, man.
Every trip is a flip in the blip trip space thing, man. Alright. We're gonna call somebody else.
Oh, that you won't.
That doesn't even really sound like that song at all. I was just imagining some lyrics, some Ace of Base lyrics to that.
Well, let's give a call back to this number.
Call back. All right. What do we got here? What are we doing?
Let's dial in a number.
Broadway 7-Eleven.
Hi, how are you doing?
Wonderful. What can I do for you?
Well, I was just masturbating, thinking about your personality.
Yo, it is 2020, you stupid fuck.
Wait, what year is it?
Get something to do other than a prank fucking phone call. You got a computer in your hand, you stupid retard.
I don't like
do
you.
something. Get a goddamn job. You worthless piece of monkey shit.
I think we found another
doctor or something.
Yeah, pet or veterinarian number
place
from California, where the guy just loses his goddamn mind.
Let's give him a call back.
No, save that.
One more time.
No, he's gonna. Here's the thing. You know how it goes with these. If he knows, he's gonna figure out that that's what we want him to do. If you keep calling him, and then he's gonna hand it off to somebody else.
The Barblesons. Vladimir, that hurts, Vladimir. It hurts, Vladimir. Okay.
Oh no! Oh god! That's is he roll it up and smoke it again? Is it one of those songs? He's listening to some. He's listening to some music to keep him good and angry or something.
I thought it was some
Mega
Man animated series or something.
That was some kind of shitty music he was listening to there. Well, you kind of get an idea of why he's like he is if he's listening to shit like that. I don't know. I couldn't tell what song that was, but
roll it up and smoke it again.
Wasn't that like didn't we look that song up and it's like Lane Staley or something, or who the fuck was that? Who made that?
Mike Patton.
Oh, okay, yeah. It was somebody who's not a, who's
Patton my nutsack.
Somebody who's not a complete shitty musician. Somebody who isn't he friends with Neil Hamburger or something?
It's possible.
Don't they know each other or something somehow? Anyway. So, boy, that's a... I mean, that's just right up there with, like, if you call again, like, the guy getting fucking... I mean, that's it. That's on the same level as the guy just losing his mind because Larry kept calling him. I want to give you that good news.
And we're living the same cream.
I like that you kept asking him, like, well, what year is it? I need to know. Gonna burn this guy out.
That's a different.
Oh, okay.
Who is this?
Oh, Bun Brindle. How you doing, hun?
Who?
It's Bun Brindle. Who am I speaking with?
Who are you calling?
Well, we're trying to massage George. Can you help us? We're doing it good.
What a weird call to get in the middle of the night. Bun Brandel, we're massaging George. We're doing it right. You know what I mean. We need you, hon. We need you to bring over those candles. Bun Brindle here. I got one job, hon, and it's massaging George. Look at the chat. I'll give you the lines.
Hello, and thank you for calling Astra Consulting and Credit Repair. No.
God damn you.
I didn't hear that. Did you hang up?
Hear it?
Yeah, I don't even know what to saying, but
was that the astragal?
Yeah, I'm not sure what it said there. But oh boy, it's getting mighty late. Roll it up and smoke it again. The famous song that was on Larry's, was it Larry? Is that guy's name?
I think so.
Larry's voicemail. I guess. Do you think there's still some people that have songs when you call them like that? Remember, I had a friend, a mutual friend of both of us, had a thing like that.
Meyer.
Hi, Greg left a message.
You must have the wrong number, sir.
No, this is the Longmires.
No, you have the wrong number.
Village Brosby is the company that I'm contacting.
No, you have the wrong number.
Who have I reached? I've got the right number. Hi, ma'am. Are you pressing 808-08429? The Gilderman's guy at Remington Park has quite an erection. Is that okay? He's bimbling up and down the street. Okay.
Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy. Tonight's show brought to you by...
Oh geez, Oberto.
Oh God. How can it be beef jerky? KBBBBB7's here. We didn't say hi to him when he came in earlier, I don't think. Or maybe he was in earlier and I didn't see him. I don't know. I think he was in it earlier. KBBBB7. Witty name. Witty name says, I believe it was that band called Disturbed. And Witty name also says he is disturbed, apparently.
Oh no. I'm sorry to hear that.
That needs to be like I don't know about a weekly call, because I don't want to burn them out, but you just need to call them and ask them what year it is periodically.
The gas station in question?
Well, the guy the angry, the guy who sounds like an angry David Nayhair, or whatever.
Who was that?
That was the veteran.
That was his name?
No, I just said that's what he sounded like. Sounded like the God's House guy.
Oh, that guy, yes.
Yeah, it's David Nayhair is his name. He's a comedian. Or, well, I don't know if he's a comedian, but he's a comic actor for sure. He's been in some stuff. I haven't seen him in anything really recently, but
he's a visitor of God's house.
Yeah, well, he's the actual host.
And visitor.
And visitor, okay. I don't know. It's been a long time. Folks, the channel on YouTube, I believe I think it's called Honor Student. It's his channel. And they did some shows on there called God's House. Pretty funny stuff. Yeah, so here's
never mind.
I'm not sure what this. Oh wait, is that a playlist? No. What the fuck is this? Let's see. This is something.
This is the Honor Student Creed. Honor.
Valor.
Innovation.
Fortitude.
Balls with hair. This is the Honor Student Creed.
See, doesn't he sound like the guy? If you call again. Sound
yeah.
Like him getting really angry.
Yeah.
So,
why would you want to upset that gentleman?
I don't know, but I didn't know he worked for Doctor whatever.
McGonagall's.
Yeah, there we go.
I can't break it. Can I say something about Harry Potter? He's a jerk. I get nosebleeds when I get upset. Hey, yeah, night at God's house. What a place to live in God's house. Ooh, we're just beginning. God's house.
He's stepping and farting.
Must have been the beans. It's okay to laugh, people. People think, oh, I'm in church, I can't laugh. Bull cronky. This is what I say. God wants us to laugh. Jesus said, laugh with me heartily. Oh, is that laughter I hear? Good. I like it. Amen. Amen. God has a sense of humor. People don't get that. And if you don't believe me, why don't you just look right in front of my face? Can we get a shot of Billy? Billy's our PA. She is naturally funny. Her face, I look at her face and I want to laugh because it's a funny face, isn't it? There's something about her. It's her whole build. It's her body that's funny. And God made her that way. He made her whole body funny. It's just... Thank you. Golly, you're mad. Okay. God, that's not what I meant. That came out... I guess it came out wrong. I'm trying to speak of God's love. I like your body. I'm teasing you because I like you. And that's what boys do when they like girls. They tease. I know my wife probably wishes she had a body like yours. Because you... Don't look at my body. Come on. You have nice breasts. I'll give you that. I bet you have C cups. My wife is flat like a Bible. Who am I? My wife. That's who I am. Oh, Lord. It's probably her texting me, all mad at me. That's not a happy life. Another one. Okay. Too funny. We have to laugh. You're an asshole! Did we censor that? Did we have time to censor that? No? Golly. Well, it's a live show, so anything can happen. You can't catch them all, can you? Why don't we bring out a real comedian? How does that sound? You might recognize him from the Christians of Comedy tour. Todd Buns, come on out here, Todd. Good to have you.
Thank you.
Ooh, tough crowd.
Okay, thank you, Pastor Scott. So, as he said, my name is Todd. That's a big T and a little odd. So the other day they're having a barbecue in heaven, and old Abraham, he's standing there at the grill flipping burgers, and in walks a kind of feminine fella. Maybe you know what I'm talking about. A little light in the loafers. Real short shorts. Huh? So old Abraham lets this guy prance around for a little while until he says, "Hey, how'd you get in here?" And this old gay boy, he says, "I came in the back door." So old Abraham says, "What does that mean?" And the gay fella looks at him quizzically, and he says, "I butt the guy until I came in his..."
Awful.
Thanks, you've all been great.
See, every time I try to write cool, it says book. Everything's gonna be book. This is God's house.
That was it. Okay. Yeah, that's yep. That's a little bit of God's house from Honor Student. Good stuff, folks. Sorry, I just played the whole sketch, but...
Well, that was kind of offensive.
Well, yeah, it was supposed to be. It was... Yeah. It was, yeah.
Agreefisms.
Yeah. So...
Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
Yep. Okay, well, about time to wrap her up here, you think? Or about time to make another call? It's up to you. It's getting pretty late. Either way, I'm going to have to go to the restroom and rest. And then I'm going to have to rest in my bed and pee in there. I'm going to go to the restroom and rest, and then I'm going to get in my bed and just piss everywhere in the bed.
Well, I love KBBB7.
I like KBBB7 original recipe.
And witty name.
Original recipe.
To chicken done right.
Is that, did they add that into the Constitution, that the Bill of Rights? Did you have a right?
Original recipe.
Right? Yeah, original recipe. Says in the Bill of Rights, there's the one in there that says you have a right, and then in parentheses it says original recipe. Then it says to chicken done right. Right. Right.
I think that's in the script. Yes.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm talking in the actual Bill of Rights. I think they were trying to get that put in there because everybody has a right to chicken done right. I mean,
well, Bartleby the Scrivener
might
have chosen not to scribble that down.
Yeah. Yeah, possibly. Yeah.
It's a pedestrian sound effect.
Something like that. There's little something here you might want to...
First place Falcon settle for dried out chicken? No! Or no taste chicken? No! We got it right. I
It's so cute because there's a bunch of kids singing. You can't understand a goddamn word they're saying.
Okay. Well, what does everybody want?
Chicken. Uh-huh.
Chicken? Here?
When you want chicken, why go to a place that doesn't specialize in chicken?
You've got a right to chicken done right.
At Kentucky Fried Chicken, we do one thing. Chicken with a secret blend of herbs and spices.
You've got a right to chicken done right.
Now this is the place for chicken.
Kentucky Fried
Yeah.
Chicken, we do chicken right.
It's a guy who looks like Clark Griswold. It's the dad.
A gentleman from Mr. Show.
Does it sound like Jay Johnson or something?
Kind of.
It did, didn't it? What the fuck was that? Okay. Yeah, speaking of a Grieferson situation, witty name brought up a little thing here. It says Mike Tyson is going to fight Evander Holyfield soon. I think that's really going to happen. So, and he says, wow, this is wholesome Christian comedy. Yeah, I think it's yeah.
It's going to sound something like this.
Very nice. Is that the end of the show? I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go real soon here.
Well, did we get through the list?
I don't know. You got the list. You got it right. Original recipe. People, they don't want to confuse people by thinking them that they have a right to that crispy shit. They only have a right to the original recipe. All right. Well, yeah, I'm gonna have to sign off. So I don't know if you want to end the show or not, but I got to go. You can do some more calls if you want, but I got to. You call in here this line and tell us your problem. Why we talk to you about it.
We listen. Hello.
Hello?
Hey, how you doing?
Okay.
I have a bit of a problem.
What's that?
A Gladstone situation, and we need some gentlemen here. ASAP.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
A Gladstone situation. Are you there? Henderson Hideaway. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I can't understand you. What do you say?
We have a bit of a Gladstone situation.
What's a Gladstone situation, buddy?
There's 14 different markers coming over on a smear board.
What does that mean?
In corporate terms, it's blue. Know what I mean?
You cut out. No, I don't know what you mean.
In corporate terms, it's blue.
Blue.
Have you heard of it? Yes.
The color blue?
Indeed.
Okay.
There's a blaster involved.
So what's your name?
Craig.
So what are you, stoned, high, what?
No, we're requesting assistance.
Assistance for what?
We're trying to get into this vehicle.
Okay. And you're calling me for what reason?
It's Craig Vandemont.
Craig Man the what?
Craig Vandemont. God damn it.
You're just cutting out.
Who am I speaking with?
So why don't you just get in the car then?
Who am I speaking with?
You called me, you should know.
It's the flooring.
For who?
The flooring.
I don't know who you're talking about.
The flooring company.
You're calling a flooring company at 4 a.m.?
Absolutely.
Really?
Are you being a flooring company
at
at 4 a.m.? That's even more pathetic.
And
fucking
you
piece
must
of
not be
shit.
anywhere close.
You're a fucking idiot.
Right? You called me.
What are you doing?
Huh?
Well, you answered.
So what am I doing?
Yeah.
What does that matter? You're the one that called me. Why are you calling at 4 a.m.?
Why are you answering at 4 a.m.?
Because I happen to be awake.
Yeah, I happen to be awake myself. Isn't this fun?
Yeah, kind of it is. It's funny.
I think I might love you.
You are stoned. So you just
Right.
randomly call numbers, flooring companies, or whoever you're calling?
Only your flooring company.
Oh, okay.
I might want to suck your dick.
What's that?
Might want to suck your dick.
Okay, now you're being real funny.
Well,
so you must
I'm
be
offended
local
if
in
you
an
think it's
area that
funny.
you're calling a number that's a local number.
Is it so far-fetched that I'd want to suck your dick?
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen.
So you have a non-suckable dick, is what you're saying?
Yes, for you, yes. Uh-huh.
Well, that's if it's for me, it's for everyone else.
Okay, Craig.
Gordelson's
So what is
yes.
you just stoned and you make random calls just to fuck around?
Well, what I do is I think about Bowl from Night Court, but I think about if he had your face on his sexy body and his shiny bald head, and I just kind of masturbate.
Oh, that's good.
What do you think about me?
No, I think you're kind of a piece of shit making calls at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Well, that ain't nice.
Oh, I don't have to be nice. You called me at 4 in the morning.
Have you had a Frisco burger lately?
I don't even know what that is. You enjoy talking like that?
I do.
Yeah.
San Francisco's famous for three things. Do you know what they are?
I have some ideas, maybe, but no, I'm sure you're going to tell me.
Girlfriend is dumping. Aha, aha.
Okay.
Did he hang up?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, that was interesting. Like, it was a flooring company you were calling?
Yeah.
Okay. It just decided to talk to you. All right. Well, I gotta go. It's probably about time to wrap the show, I think.
Well, folks, it was a discombobulated episode of Pran Funkels.
We had some fun, though.
Peter Lilly's here.
Peter Lilly, witty name, KBBB7, Ed 1978, Percy, I guess Percy's probably still listening, Taco Demoski, who else we got? BB, of course, BB.
Love you a lot. This episode was riddled with technical difficulties, but we love you a lot.
We'll tell you.
Maybe next week we'll have that brand new computer that you guys helped us get with donations. We'll have that ready to go. I don't know.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.
It's a yes. Go.
We love you a lot. Scotty Wolf too. Don't forget about him.
I hear a tale that his girlfriend is, in fact, dumping.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. All right.
Hopefully we'll have a more action-packed show next week.
Oh, yeah. Looking forward to
Pran
it.
Funkels.
Pran Funkels. Thanks for listening. Thanks for donating. If you donated, you guys are awesome. Keeping the show going for all these years. And
Love you a lot.
Love you a lot. Like to fancy you from all of us here at Pran Funkels. Good night.